Hello everybody, and welcome to Tait's Fun on the Fun for Freedom. Sorry about the long break. I've been working really hard and I just honestly have not been in the commentary kind of mood. But I'm back, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently today. As you can tell, my dog is growling over there. But we're going to be doing a story of sorts, and this all happened today, pretty much. Okay, as you can see, I just kind of got back from it. I got a lot of random assortment of junk. I'm gonna be putting that away. But basically, my dog over there, Godside, he's been with me. Where do I put his valuables? Why is Kajada has this completely unorganized. But anyway, my dog, Godside, has been with me since basically server start. It was one of the first dogs that I found when I first got to the Cobble Tree Kingdom, and Shiro lent me some bones, and so I've had the dog since then. Well, according to other people, the dogs have been really glitchy in Minecraft lately. They just fall through things, and they're just really derpy and they die, and it's kind of sad. Well, Godside has not done any of this. I haven't seen him ever once fall through the floor and get hurt. But apparently I came on the server today and he teleported into this underwater home. I'm so used to that. And so I just sat him down and told Dark Wolf that I'm gonna teleport spawn and then go to my home and water him so that way he can stand up and teleport back to me. So I get to my home and he never gets back. I asked her if she did, and she did. I went back and checked. But he was gone. And it was the saddest moment of my Minecraft, well, on this server anyway, the saddest moment on this server's life. In order to honor him, people were saying, funeral, put a grave up, and I was like, no, I need to honor him a different way. Where did I go in wood? Dirt. You need to honor him a different way. So, I took him, and, well, not him. I went on what in the Warhammer universe is called a death oath. And in the Warhammer universe, basically, I was going to go out and just die. Yeah, I need pants now. But first, we put these in here now, because I do not need them anymore. I could put those in hardware, and I could put that in cobble. What am I doing? I'm doing crazy things. But anyway, I just gathered some iron armor, an iron sword, unenchanted, and I decided to go off and fight for my life. And until I died. And I figured that a suitable thing to honor the dog that has been with me since the server started. And I was traveling along, fighting along, I eventually found a cave, and I was going to just keep going until my food disappeared. And something told me to bring food, so I brought food. And I ate, and rather than let myself die, healed up. I kept going after that, and I found a cave. Inside this cave, I found a mine shaft, fighting mobs constantly throughout the entire thing. Well, not constantly, you know, Minecraft spawns and such, but they were everywhere. I found the mine shaft. Well, in this mine shaft, I kept eating, and eventually, I found a spider spawner, the little cave spiders, and I thought, okay, I'm going to die here. But no, turns out, I did not. And kept fighting and fighting and fighting. Eventually, I found this little corner, and in this corner was an Enderman. The Enderman, I figured, was going to be my death. I was not fully healed, but I decided to go at him anyway and just end the death oath. Dying by an Enderman, pretty honorable, pretty good. Killed it. Half a heart left. And in this little corner of the mine shaft, I turned to see a barking dog, and thus Godside returned to me. It's like I had gone out and basically earned him back. It was a really satisfying and happy moment. But then there came the conundrum. I need to get him out of there safely. So I had to fight my way for materials, through building blocks, and all that. I had to fight my way back to the surface. And it was the coolest moment when I finally saw daylight. I was so happy, brought the dog back up, got to home, and what am I going to be doing now? I kind of sorted my chest. I guess I'm going to be taking a tour. But anyway, and you know what? I'm bringing Godside with me. Nope. He can stay there. Nope. Hey, I'm torn. He's such a good dog. I don't want to lose him. So I'll leave him there. I'm going to take ender pearls to make this easier. But anyway, I guess it's kind of a lesson in hope. I mean, I could have hoped that he stayed alive, but he didn't teleport to me. He was just gone. It was really sad. But unexplained things can happen. I mean, I didn't know where he was. No one knew where he was. He was just poof, gone. I'm not gonna live here on this planet anymore. I'm gonna take the next rocket ship into space. And whoa, tree. Ender Pearl! We're going to the Cobble Tree Kingdom. I want to check that out, see how far it's gone. Ow. And I am naked, fighting spiders. Oh god. This is a terrible idea. How could I forget the clothing? How could I forget the clothing? It's the most quintessential part of this trip. Okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Nope. Owie. Owie. It's painful. Hi, Plinky. You're on. And it was just, I mean, I've only had one. I know it's a Minecraft dog and everything, but I've had a moment like that in real life with another dog. My family pet's dog. His name was Chow Chow. He was a really great dog. He's long since gone. He lived to an old, ripe age. But it's kind of the same story. Unexplained things can happen, and whether it be good or... Where did I put my stuff? Right. No, not to that chest. Do do do. Boop, boop, da, da. There we go. Now we are ready for this adventure. Anyway, I went to my friend's house in the middle of the night, and the neighborhood I was in wasn't very good neighborhood to be wandering around at 1, 2 in the morning. And I had to tell him something amazing, because it was Warhammer 40k Winter Assault. And I saw the coolest cutscene, and I guess the cutscene differs a little bit every now and again. I'm not too sure how it went. That's a spider glitching through the ground. Weird. Holy cow. Ground spiders? New mob, Sheb. We're getting them, finally. But they're weird. Hoodah! Anyway, I told him he was sleeping, but I woke him up, and he just told me, "Hey, come back tomorrow. I'm really tired right now." And I was like, "Okay." So I started walking home. I heard a group of kids behind me, and I could hear them talking. They were not being really sneaky about that, but their speech was basically they were going to jump me. Oh, that's another one. Nope, he's gone. Anyway. They were going to jump me. And so I started walking faster. And they started walking faster. And as I was walking, it's really night out. I couldn't really see, but in the shadow of... I forget where it was, what it was. It was something. But in the shadow, I saw my dog. And he's old, and he hasn't jumped over the fence or gotten out of the fence in... forever. It's been like 2 years, 3 years since he's ever done that, since he was a little youngling. And, whoa, what is that? I'm gonna go explore that. Whee! Ender Pearl. Oh, hello. Good spawn. That's how you deal with spawn trapping. Just go up and kill him. Anyway. um, he'd gotten out, and I could not believe that. And these kids were relatively close now. I could hear them almost behind me, and I had already crossed the street. I leaned down and started petting him, and started like, he was watching them with this eye. I can't even explain that. He was starting to growl and getting ready, and the kids just basically said, oh God, he's got a dog. Let's not mess with him. Let's go. And they left. And they kept walking. They ran away, pretty much. And my dog was happy. He was there with me, and so I couldn't explain how he had gotten out, because he is so old and we thought we had covered every hole. Well, later on in the morning, there was apparently a tire propped up against the fence, and that's how he had gotten out. And I cannot explain how he did it, but at his ripe old age, he shouldn't have been able to jump on that, and little parkour dog he was, apparently. But that night was a very special night for him to get out, because he basically stopped me from getting jumped by these kids. There was about 4 or 5 of them. I was so happy and grateful for that, because I had ever since then, I kind of loved this dog, like, more so than ever, because he had saved me from that. I mean, it would have been a terrible experience to obviously get jumped. This is the little parkour fort. I guess we can give it a try, see how far they've gotten. Wow. They got farther. Okay, let's give this a try. Unexplained things can happen, though. And these things happen, I don't know why, but quite often in my life. There's a bunch of different stories, but I'll get into them later. Because right now, this is kind of a pet sort of commentary. And I've had another thing with another pet. My grandpa's cat. I'll go into this story too, because it kind of falls into the same line. Unexplained things can happen. My grandpa's cat, his name's Elvis. He's gone now as well. All the old family pets are disappearing. It's a sad day. Anyway, my grandma was still alive at this time, and Elvis was just the coolest little sly little tomcat ever in the world. And I'd already heard the story of how some guy got annoyed with him because he was flirting around with his cat, and he took him out to the reservation and dropped him off. Well, a week later, Elvis shows up at the front door. Owie! That jump got harder. He shows up at the front door of my grandpa's and grandma's house. It was very awesome, very surprising for them. And once again, things can happen. Miracles happen. You just hope, just believe. Things happen for a reason. It's just how things are. But anyway, the cat gets older, and my grandma's health starts deteriorating. And she's not doing too well, and a couple weeks later, she passes away. Well, anyway, on the same hour, I think even close to minutes, we get a call on our phone, and there's no one on the other line. We're trying to say hello, and there's a soft little meow, and then my grandpa comes up. He's like, Elvis, what are you doing near the phone? And apparently, the cat had... I hate that ladder. I hate that ladder. Fix that ladder. I don't like it. Where am I? Right there. He had dialed our number, and at that same minute, right afterwards, I guess we gotten a call on the phone saying that Grandma had passed away. It was just a weird coincidence. I mean, the cat dialed the phone. That's a weird thing for a cat to do. I don't ever recall ever hearing someone have a cat dial a phone. If you have, I mean, just leave it in the comment. But it was just a strange coincidence. It was kind of like that, what do they call that in the Irish folklore? The St. Peter's knock, I think? And it's basically alerting that someone in your family has passed away. And I don't know, it wasn't that unexpected, but it was just a weird coincidence. I am failing at this. Bah. But just believe in things. Don't immediately resort to the negatives, because unexpected miracles and things can happen for better and sometimes even worse. There's the flip side of the coin, where if unexplained bad things can happen, which is why you got to keep holding on to hope that something good is going to happen, because no matter how hard you have it, it could be worse. They always joke about that in cartoons. There we go. We're going. We're doing this. It could be worse. No matter what, you could always be worse, you know. It starts raining, blah blah blah. I hope it doesn't start raining on this server. It always rains here. But just believe and have hope. So close to the end. You know what? Ping! Oh wait. No. I want up there. Don't do this to me. Not the fire. Fine. Skip you. Alright. To the ice block section. But anyway. I'm not as ninja as I thought of this. But I think this parkour course is broken. Fix it. Whoever built it. I forgot who built it. I think it was part of the cobble tree. Where's all the dogs? They were here last time I was here. Uh-oh. Did they all die? That sounds terrible. Oh, poor puppies. I know how that is. Anyway, I do believe that is kind of all I wanted to talk about on this episode. I'm not sure how long I've been talking. But anyway, I guess that's the end of this episode of Fun on Fun for Freedom. We didn't really do much. Just kind of parkoured and had fun, hung around, told stories. Tell me what you think about it in the comments and such like that. Alrighty. This has been Tait Fox. 137 out. Okay, after my previous recording on the Fun for Freedom, Enderpearled to get back to my home. Fix your stuff, Jeb. That's all I want to say. The chicken's here too. We're both stuck. I mean, I've got an enderpearl. I can get away, but that poor chicken. This is the worst enderpearl I've ever thrown. Let's get out of here and go save that chicken, because I'm not leaving him there. He suffered the same fate as me. There, chicken, come on up. You're free. You're free to come on up now. Blah, gravel. Wow, that was the worst enderpearl I've ever thrown. That was ridiculous. Tait Fox, the chicken saver. Strange. Normally foxes kill chickens. Huh. Oh well. Oh wait! Tait Fox out with another glitch.